Welcome back to our coverage here in Jessheim, Norway for the Paralympic Winter Games qualifier. Here, 2 spots available. There's 6 teams fighting for those 2 spots, and what a tournament we've seen so far. 2 teams here. Again, I say every single broadcast, but every game is a must-win game for these teams. Japan, we've seen them win yesterday with a bit of an upset against Slovakia, but losing to Korea in their opening game. Kazakhstan, though, 2 losses so far in this tournament. They at the tournament as the 6th seed, bottom seed. Here because although Italy won B pool earlier on in the year in Astana, they opted not to attend this tournament, gifting a spot to Kazakhstan. We saw Kazakhstan though yesterday with a really good fight against Norway, ultimately losing 4-1, but putting up a really good fight for a lot of that game. We know as well, Kazakhstan short bench, they're playing with the minimum number of players you can even play with. But we did see a change up a little bit in their performance in terms of how they were managing their bench. Their first opening game, we saw Bokhanov play the whole 45 minutes. Yesterday we saw a bit more rotation in the bench, and we saw them play a little bit better for that as well. But it's an opening face-off here. Bokhanov for Kazakhstan opposite Yukai for Japan. Referee Kevin Webinger from Canada, supported by his linesmen Maris Hermansson Oswald from Norway, Tony Rundstrom from Sweden. And here we go. This will be an exciting game. What can Kazakhstan do to keep themselves in the tournament? A loss here and it will be impossible for them to make it back to the top. With this tournament being a round-robin tournament, it's all open. As we see Yukai try to feed it into the middle there, but not successful. And Bokhanov for Kazakhstan now passing up to Bondarenko. Doesn't quite get it on the stick though. Kazakhstan, we've seen in previous tournaments, they are not afraid to get a bit feisty, and I wonder if we'll see some of that in a game like this where they will be desperate for the win. We also saw that feistiness in their last game against Japan. We had 2 full penalty boxes. Great save there, covering the puck. Like I said, these 2 teams did take each other on in Astana not long ago. Japan winning silver that tournament. But these 2 teams in the game, Japan winning 6-0. So Kazakhstan will have that in their mind as well. Shut out against Japan last time out. Icing called here. Kazakhstan take it right back. Kazakhstan has beautiful blue jerseys with Japan playing it in white. Two captains face off against each other. Pashklidi tries to send it along the boards, but it will go to Kumagai. Ito fighting there with Kretbayev. Shot in on net by Matsushita there. Deflected away by the Kazakh goalie, Basmanov. Kumagai. Again, just stop there by Bexalton. Japan under pressure in their own end. Good play there from Kazakhstan not to be offside, but Ito is now chasing down the puck in the Kazakh end. A big clear. They're going to have to watch out for too many players here, as they're about to make a change. Hori there just covering the puck to freeze play, and we'll get another face off to his right. Kazakhstan just making a switch up of players. Boknov versus Yukai for the face-off. Ishikawa places it back behind him along the boards. Ito with the puck. Pass up to Yukai. Under pressure, but Ito is there to help him out. Tarbayev though will pass the puck on. Sudo. Japan just bring it back into their own zone to reset. Although, penalty here. Looks like penalty on Kazakhstan for interference, but then a retaliatory penalty from Japan for roughing. We're going to see both teams go down to 4 players now. Again, this opens the ice up a little bit. Which team will we see make the most of this open ice? Bondarenko racing it into the Japanese zone. Shut down by Ishikawa. Big hits coming in from the Japanese. Sudo. Up to Yukai. Ito, who's calling for the puck there. And a shot just on the net there from Ishikawa. Yukai. Pseudo here. Again, just big hit from Bondarenko there. It was a team call. Whilst even more ice just opened up for the Japanese. They'll get 54 seconds of 4-on-3 here. And then enjoy another minute or so of 5-on-4. Ito to Ishikawa. Up to Yukai. Kazakhstan quite a new team in terms of the sport. They might not be equipped for circumstances quite like this. Ikai can't quite get possession of the puck there. Shormanov is going to put it around the boards. Toktabayev will receive. Puck is now offside. Japan though, they have the space to skate right back into the Kazakh zone. Yukai, neutralize. With a shot just wide though. Both teams get a player back on the ice now. It is still 5-on-4 though for Japan. Misawa. To Ishikawa. Here the Japanese bench being really vocal as well. Pseudo. Just leave it for Kumagai. Shormanov is going to challenge for that. Right up against the boards. Toktabayev just intercepts that puck right in front of his own goal, but Ito now has the puck. Passing it. Intercepted again by Shormanov, who clears it out of the zone. Five seconds left now until the fifth Kazakh player comes onto the ice. They operate at full strength once again. But here comes Kumagai. Shut down by Kazakhstan. Mitsu to Ito. Ito with a shot. Saved by the Kazakh goalie, and he covers it. Great job there by Oleg Basmanov. Shutting down that threat there. I was interested to see just how much that extra space could have helped Japan in that game. They just didn't convert it into a goal. First half of the first period now down. Yukai, this Bokhanov on the face-off dot. Great pass there to Krytbayev. Still maintains the puck, makes a shot, but just to the left of the net there. Bondarenko passing it back, but no one seems to grab it until now. And we have a penalty called. Interference call on the captain of Kazakhstan, it looks like. Yeah, Krytbayev, captain of Kazakhstan, in the penalty box not long after they gave that opportunity to Japan. Ito. Ito with the puck, passing it to Sudo. Sudo shoots. Stopped by the goalie and cleared it out by Shormanov. Ishikawa. Collect the puck under pressure from Bogdanov. Toktabayev with possession in the Japanese zone now. Ito. Under pressure from those two Kazakh players. My guy sends it along the boards behind the net. Sent down the ice by Kazakhstan, just received the Japanese goalie, Hori. And Ito with the puck once again. Tries to pass up to Yukai, doesn't quite meet his stick though. Instead, the Kazakh players will force him up Basuda now. Passing it to Ishikawa. Ishikawa shoots and finds the back of the net. Ishikawa with the opening goal for Japan here. That was a great shot there from the defenseman. And getting a round of applause from the Japanese bench. Great teamwork going on by the Japanese. Cheering each other on the bench is also great as well. Yukai, this is Kuritbayev, the face off to get things going again. Will Japan see the momentum fall their way? Ito to Yukai. Yukai shoots, blocked by Basmanov in the net there. Again, we tend to see Kazakhstan struggling whenever they go down behind in the game. They never tend to be able to make it back, but we will see if they can change that. Kuritbayev pressuring Matsushita, but now Yukai has the puck as Japan formulate their attack, but they just ice it. No one can quite get to the puck. Kuritbayev taking on Yukai at the face-off dot. Sudo passes out to Ito. Great work from Ito, just defending the puck. He's off his blades, but still able to get around crawling on the ice there. Misawa just putting the puck into the neutral zone, but it comes right back in. Kazakhstan keep this pressure up now. Ito has Yukai to support. Icing not called as Hori has come out of his crease and he's opted to play. That was a really dangerous play there, especially with Bondarenko right on him. He could have just left that for icing, but opted to play it. Brave move. Bondarenko with the puck. Tries to make something of it, but it'll just sail to the other side. Bexeltan will try to fight for the puck, but no. Matsushita passing back to Ito. Misses. Krytbayev with a shot into the glove of Hori. Great shot there from the Kazakh captain. I was lucky enough to be at Kazakhstan's first international tournament, and the celebrations when they got their promotion straight to B pool, and it was all revolved around that captain, Krytbayev. What a leader. And the shot in, again, into the glove of the Japanese netminder. Wataru Hori doing a great job. He is one of the best goalkeepers in this competition. Bokhanov on the face-off. Toktarbayev tried to make something there, but it just sails past the goal. The puck leaves the zone. Morisaki loses control of the puck and Bokhanov will dump it back up the ice. Bondarenko chasing it, but ultimately Ishikawa will get to the puck first. Penalty on the play here for Japan, against Japan, sorry. Interference call on the number 7 there, Masahiro Matsushita. Kazakhstan have been looking dangerous, and giving them a man advantage isn't gonna help Japan. Bokhanov on the face-off opposite Yukai there. You've got Bondarenko just to his left. Shormanov on the blue line as well, ready to collect any puck, keep it in. Cross ice pass doesn't connect, and it's in the neutral zone. Shormanov passing it back to Bexeltan. Under pressure from Yukai. Puck is dumped in. And it's offside. Kazakhstan needs to get out the zone, come back in. But that gives Ito time to do some skating of his own. Ito passing up to Yukai. A minute left on Japan's penalty, as it's cleared back to the Kazakh zone. Ito chasing up. Sudo doesn't quite keep it in. We'll wait for Ito to retreat back. But Japan are quite happy here just to let the time tick by. Let Kazakhstan have the puck in their own zone, but definitely not in their own. Sudo. As Krytbayev skating it into the goalie there. Good interference call there against Kazakhstan. Again, the captain Krytbayev. I kind of think he misjudged the space he had. I'm not sure that was meant deliberately, but we will see 20 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by 1 minute 40 of Japanese power play. However, there's 32 seconds left on this period, so we'll see that a bit later on. Ito, pseudo shoots, blocked. Kazakhstan just putting bodies in the way. We see Matsushita back on the ice. 10 seconds to go in the period. Yukai, can you make a play happen here? Tokhtarbayev. And that's the end of the period here. Great period of hockey. We have Japan 1, Kazakhstan 0. Japan will be starting the next period. 1 minute 30 on the power play. We'll be back in 14 minutes. We'll see you then. We've got second period coming up here. Kazakhstan versus Japan. Kazakhstan 0, Japan 1. Japan will be starting off on the power play for 1 minute 29. Could that be a big start to the period they want? As the teams are on the ice, the goalies for both teams get settled. And for opening face-off, we will see number 14 for Kazakhstan, Yelik Bokhanov, against Shosai Yukai, number 23 for Japan. The referee is ready, the players are ready, let's go. Toktabayev will just send the puck down the boards there. Bokhanov doesn't quite get his stick on the puck, and then is surrounded by the two Japanese jerseys. Yukai resetting. We've got a minute to go on this power play. We know that we have some agile skaters on Team Japan, as Yukai tried to pass it to Nitsu there. We've got a penalty again for Team Kazakhstan. 2 minutes for elbowing. Japan now have 43 seconds on the 5 and 4. And then they'll have another minute or so on the 5 and 4, sorry. 5 on 3 though, 43 seconds. Ito. So much space now for Japan. Really take the time. Yukai shoots. And it's poked in there by the number 24 Sudo. I spoke about the 42 seconds, but it only took 12. Kazakhstan will see their captain come back onto the ice. But it's Japan 2, Kazakhstan 0. And that's exactly why you don't want to give Japan that space. We know that they're a fast team, but also that passing game. If you give them space to pass and can't shut them down, they'll punish you just like that. We'll see 1 minute 48 left on a power play though, still for Japan. 5 versus 4, and Ito will pass it on to Kumagai. Ito again. Stripped of the puck though by Karitbayev. Fresh out of the penalty box. Just losing control of the puck. Sending it back and it coming out of the zone. Kazakhstan, they've got to be tired of those few bodies. Ito skating right past those Kazakh players. Just such great control on the puck as well. Passing it into Yukai. Yukai with a shot off of the Kazakh player there. A minute left on this power play for Japan. Onto the stick of Ito. Again, easily fending off Kazakh players. Japanese players swarm. Puck is still loose though. Sudo will pick it up by the buzzer under pressure from these two Kazakh players. Ito shoots it in, not quite on target. Mitsu just goes out of the zone. Japan will reset, but they'll be met with an additional Kazakh player in just a few seconds as the power play expires. Boknov back on the ice. Toktabayev. Sudo just popping the puck out of the zone. Toktabayev will try to get it back in. Look at Yukai Ito all on the chase there. Sudo. Morisaki. Kazakhstan had a shot there, again wide. Another shot in. Toktabayev then just had a bit of it there, but wasn't on target. Krytbayev will just dump the puck in. But offside is the call. We're going to have some tired Kazakh players out here right now. With just the two extra skaters, you're relying on these big players to stay out on the ice for a whole 45 minutes. Japan, though, able to just use a full roster of players. Bondarenko tries to put it in towards the captain, Shomanov. Sultan tried to pass it in into the slot. Boknov with a shot, I think he thought that was in, but no goal. Again though, just wide from Bondarenko there. Bondarenko again with a shot blocked by Sudo. We have a penalty on the play now again against Kazakhstan. Bondarenko will head to the penalty box here. Just missed what that penalty was. And there's a chat here to the timekeepers as well. Referee Kevin Webinger laying down the law. I think it might be a 2+5 here. Just waiting for the live results to update so we can see exactly what he's been given. It was not Bondarenko, or was it? I think of course, in international competition, there's sometimes a language barrier. But it looks like Bondarenko is out for the game. Maybe. As I refresh the live results. Japan now with another power play gifted to them by Kazakhstan. Boknov and Yukai on the face-off dot. Yukai will pass it out to Ito. Sends it across to Ishikawa, but doesn't quite get there. So confirmation that it's a slashing penalty served by the number 73. And I think the number 7 is out of the game, which is a massive blow for Kazakhstan. Again, we saw a few ejections from the game in their last meeting. Yukai here though, with a shot, rebound, safely covered by Basmanov there. Number 7 now leaving the bench. Kazakhstan down to 6 players. Exhausting for them. Yukai here. Ishikawa shoots it in. Caught though by Basmanov there. Sultan will send that back up the ice. Penalty has come through. It's 10 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Bondarenko. That's why he has left the ice. Ito with a shot here, just wide. Yukai with Boknov incoming very quickly there. And it's out of the zone. Shormanov is going to chase this up now. Both teams are back to full strength now as Kazakhstan take a shot in. Shormanov gutted there. The puck was covered. Kazakhstan back to on-ice strength, but they will be missing that number 7 for the rest of the period here. Karatbayev on the face-off dot. Covering for Boknov. As Japan here to Ito. Good work by Kazakhstan to strip the puck from the Japanese. Matsushita, big collision with him behind the net there. Back Sultan, we'll just put it across the ice. Shormanov skating in, met by Yukai. Matsushita at the boards now. Yukai. Again, bravely protecting the puck around the net like that. Yukai skating up, passing it off. Misawa, Ito, still with the puck, passing it to Yukai, intercepted though by Shormanov. Great work from Kazakhstan. They're definitely down, but they're not out quite yet. Matsushita will dump it in, but it's offside. Masawa. Kuritbayev clearing the zone again. Good work from the captain there. Japan really needs to put some pressure on. I'm sure they would like. Here we go, Ito. Ito with a shot just to the left. Yukai tries to just put it in, but the net comes off. Japan, they want to win this, obviously, as every single team does. But you don't know how much difference, goal difference will make. All these teams are going to be wanting to score as much as they can, as much as possible. As the linesman grabs the drill. They can do it all, ice maintenance. Of under the watchful eye of referee Kevin Webinger there. Beautiful work there from linesperson Hermanson Oswald. Basmanov is back in his net. Morisaki against Boknov. As Matsushita closing his hand around the puck, earning himself a penalty. A smile on his face that looks like, didn't mean to do that. 2-minute power play now for Kazakhstan. And we'll just have a second as referees talk to the Kazakh bench. I think there may be an issue with Bondarenko actually being on the bench as opposed to in the box. I'm not quite sure what is going on there, but we're back in play now. Either way, Kazakhstan do have an opportunity on the ice now. 5 versus 4. They've been showing signs of potential. Can they convert that now as they have the power play? The Japanese bench a bit shook up there. as the puck goes out. But Coach Ryo Miyazaki plays it cool. Looking sharp and feeling calm. Yukai versus Bokanov. Kripbayev with just a shot to the right of the goal there. Pashkalidi. Oh, great save there by Hori. Pseudo there. Competing for the puck with Pashkalidi. And again, they still clash back of the boards. Pseudo will just send it behind the net. Bexaltan just over and to the left of the net a little bit. Big hit. Shormanov doesn't quite get the stick on the puck. Kazakhstan tried to pass it and it ends up going the length of the ice. Japan are back now to 5 skaters as Matsushita comes straight off for the captain Kumagai. Captain there, Pseudo. Kripbayev though will clear it finally this time. But icing's waved off. Yukai. Ito. Great puck control there. Kumagai with Yukai in the center there. Shot on net. Not quite enough though. Yukai needs to get out of the crease though. This ice. A bit of a mix up there on the Japanese change. The referee reminding them to hurry up a little bit. 2 minutes 43 remain in this period. Kazakhstan need to clear this. Neutralized top Bayev. Big hit from Nixo. Kripbayev. Shot up the ice. Ishikawa's going to chase after it. And it is icing. Shormanov needs to clear this box all time. Kumagai has the puck behind the net. Suda's going to skate in after that strip from him. Misawa mishandles the puck there. Sudo just doesn't make the shot there. And Karitbayev is able to clear it. But it is icing once again. Face off in the Kazakh zone. Sudo passing up to Kumagai. He's got Yukai on his left, Ito on his right. Ito, shot deflected by Buxalton. Great job by the Kazakh defenseman there, just shutting that down. Ito with a shot blocked by Basmanov, the Kazakh goalie. 1 minute left of this period. Ishikawa, a light tap towards the goal, and it will be covered by Basmanov. Yukai straight to Ito, tries to play it forward to Kumagai, but instead Basmanov will cover it up. And we'll see another reset for that face-off. Yukai, Bokanov yet again. Sudo keeping it in the zone. Kumagai behind the net, trying to wrap it around, but just doesn't manage it. Now Ito will now skate. Passing it up back to Ishikawa. It just leaves the zone. 15 seconds now for one last push from Japan for this period. Sudo with a shot just to the left. 5 seconds. Ito. And that is the end of the period there. Impressive work from Kazakhstan when you consider that they're down to 6 men for most of that period there. Japan though, 2 goals ahead now. Impressive stuff. The first period we saw that goal from Ishikawa, the number 8, and then in the second period just seen Santoro Sudo, number 24 for Japan. Great stuff here. What will the third period have in store for us? Excited to see Kazakhstan get another player back onto the bench at least for that 10-minute penalty. But what can Japan do to increase their lead? Again, sometimes winning is not enough. Sometimes you need that goal difference behind you. So will we see them extend the lead, or will we see Kazakhstan shorten it? Exciting stuff. We'll be back in just under 14 minutes for the final period of Kazakhstan versus Japan here. Welcome back here for the third period. Kazakhstan versus Japan. Yeah, very excited here. Japan ahead by 2 thanks to the efforts of Ishikawa, number 8, and number 24, Sudo. Kazakhstan, their number 7, Bondarenko, given a 10-minute penalty. We'll see that expire shortly into this period, but with only 7 skaters, he was missed in those last 10 minutes. Yukai versus Koritbayev here, Kazakh captain. What kind of moves can Japan pull out here, and can Kazakhstan pull out a surprise? Early shot on to the goalie there. Bazmanov just getting tested. Yukai, shot in, just over. And as the puck comes out, Japan will withdraw and reset. Ito skating now with the puck. He's got Nitsu. Nitsu. Or just goes to the right there of the goal. Nitsu. Back to the boards. Koritbayev. Big hit from Yukai there. Japan here, Ishikawa. Sudo. Sudo still with the puck. Tries to pass to Yukai, but intercepted by Pashka Lidi. Ito with a shot. Just over. Pashkalidi against the boards. Passing up to Koritbayev, captain. Shomanov with a shot there on Hori. Easily padded away into the corner. Koritbayev just getting an onslaught from Nitsu. Puck is now offside, and Ito has the puck. He has Yukai as support too. Yukai with the puck, and he shoots to the back of the net there. Great work from the Japanese, taking advantage of the Kazakh players tied up on the boards. Ito able to skate with it quickly with that support from Yukai. Yukai burying it into the back of the net there. Japan 3, Kazakhstan 0. Ten-minute penalty now expired, I believe, on Bondarenko. So able to play with at least 7 players. Morisaki, she's encroaching there right on the face-off. Ito with a shot just on Basmanov, who bats it away with the stick. Penalty. A roughing penalty by the look of it. A shake of the head there. And it looks like it will be Boknov, number 14, getting 2 minutes for roughing there. Yukai versus Korepbayev on the face-off. As Japan have 2 minutes now to take advantage of this power play. Ito with the puck still, loses track of it though. Yukai, goal scorer, in on net, but it's in. Under the goalie's arm there. Japan now starting to extend that lead quite quickly. Again, the Kazakhs, well, they'll just be so tired at this point. It's really hard to go from a minimum bench size, losing one for 10 minutes of the game as well, against a full bench. And we know the Japanese are quick, they're agile too. They're going to suck energy from Kazakhstan. Two goals there for Yukai in this period. We're only 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes in. Boknov back out of the penalty box after that goal. Misawa gets a hit to the head from the Kazakh player. That'll be another penalty for Boknov once again. Boknov's going to sit for 2 minutes, giving Japan another power play here. Charging penalty on Boknov for that. Just glad players are okay. High stick. We'll see face off back in the Japanese end. Yukai visits Kurbayev for the face-off. Great outlet pass from Kumagai to Ito, then drops it to Ishikawa. Ito just skating with the puck, he's got time. Yukai not quite getting the tip in there. But another shot. That Bexelton had to clear out from the crease. My guy with the puck. Looking for that lane, passing it to Ito. Big hit from Kurbayev there just to knock Ito off the puck. The puck goes straight back in. Sudo trying to avoid the Kazakh player there. Ito. Just look at Ito's ability to just weave around players. Come on, guy. Offside. Well, penalty. Sorry, interference call on Yukai. I missed that myself. I thought it had been called for offside. Instead, we'll see 4-4 for the last 18 seconds of this Kazakh penalty, and then Kazakhstan will have a chance. 1 minute 42 of power play. Just have Japanese player just trying to strap himself back in. Again, with these sleds, it's not just a case of tying your laces on your skates. This is custom-made equipment for these players. You need to secure themselves. Great clear there from number 25, Misawa. Icing there. As Kazakhstan do come to 5 players now. 5-on-4 with the face-off. They'll just switch out there for the face-off infraction. Bokhanov now take the face-off. Kurbayev, or Toktubayev, sorry, with a shot across the ice. Bexel turn. Toktubayev just behind the net. Can't make something happen. Now Sudo will clear it out as the Kazakh players chase, but followed by the Japanese players as well. Murasaki skating the whole lap of the rink there. Sudo just dumping it back into the zone. Again, making these Kazakh players work, tiring them out even more. This is a great plan from Japan. Murasaki just tries to put it on net, just wide. Sudo, again, dumping it in. Killing off these seconds on this power play for Kazakhstan, 30 seconds left. Kazakhstan are yet to formulate an attack, but here is their chance. Bokhanov with the puck and offside. Player caught out just in front of him. I think it might have been Kazakhstan. 19 seconds now for Japan to kill. Kamagai against Bokhanov for the face-off. He has Ito right behind him, but it'll be a shot from Tokhtarbayev. Easily in the pads there of Hori. Bokhanov with a shot. Both teams now back to full strength. Japan get their player back. Icing called off. Ito chasing after Bexelton. Matsushita. Drop back to Ishikawa. Ito. Just skate around a little bit. To Kamagai. Back to Ito. Who enters the zone. Again, Bokhanov skating hard for the puck here. Don't know how, because he must be exhausted. He's under pressure from the Japanese. Kamagai clearing the zone here. Kazakhs failed to keep it in. Matsushita. Kamagai. Again, under pressure from Bondarenko. Back on the ice now. Ito. He has space. Can he get to the net? He shoots. Saved by Bazmanov. Bondarenko tries to do something with the puck, but it goes behind the net. But Shormanov is also there with him. Passing back to Tokhtarbayev, who is hit by Yukai. Offside is the call. Tokhtarbayev is upset at that call. We'll see these teams face off again. Bokhanov coming off for Kazakhstan, who will take the face off. Ishikawa left without sticks after a collision with Bondarenko. Ito fails to pick up the puck now. Kazakhstan with a shot, but intercepted by Sudo. Tokhtarbayev. Bondarenko. Again, can't get it to the net. Shormanov, though, passing it behind the net. Can anyone get there to pick it up? No. Ito. Nearly deflected in by a Japanese sled there. Kazakhstan just on his front, trying to keep possession of the puck. Tokhtarbayev now with a shot in the glove of Wataru Hori. I am loving the energy. They seem re-energized, Kazakhstan, in the last few minutes. Since their power play, but we will see a time out for Japan here. 4 minutes 18 left on the clock, and Japan are 4-0 up, and they're going to take a time out. I wonder if this is the plan to get a few more goals on the board, maybe. Japan just really trying to tire out Kazakhstan. But for Kazakhstan, this is a time of their own to maybe get a goal back. Kazakhstan with a great showing this tournament so far, even though they've not won any games yet, but seen them compete with the teams that could potentially be going to the Paralympic Games. Seeing them put pressure on these teams and, you know, hold these teams to 0-0 for quite a while as well. But is the issue just Kazakhstan don't have enough players and they just tire themselves out? 4 minutes 18 remaining for the third period. What will Japan come out with after that timeout? How can Kazakhstan respond? Will we see Kazakhstan pulling the goalie in this situation as well? Ishikawa will collect the puck behind the net. This is the time to set up now. Ito just clearing it out the zone. Kamagai again dumping it up. Ishikawa's going to chase it. Ishikawa has the puck. He makes a shot and it's a great save there from Basmanov. Rebound attempt and he covers that too. What a great showing from Basmanov right there. Good pressure from Japan, but great saves there as well from the Kazakh goalie. Kuritbayev, Captain v Captain for the face-off. Kazakhstan win it. And as they try to clear, they just hand possession to Japan with a shot on goal. Hits the edge of the post. Matsushita just behind the net. Shomanov passing up. Doesn't quite meet Bondarenko though. Ito right in front of the goal. He just couldn't get a grip on the puck. Matsushita. Can't quite see what's going on from where I'm stood. Three minutes 7 left of this game. Again, 4-0 game for Japan, but for Kazakhstan, I don't think that scoreline really reflects how they've played. They've put excellent pressure, but they just haven't converted that pressure into goals. For Japan, I think we need to see them tighten up a little bit for the later stages of this tournament. Bokhanov. Yeah, Kazakhstan offside there. And we'll see them set back up for the face-off. Bokhanov versus Yukai. Ito. Oh, and it's offside for Japan. Tomorrow we see Kazakhstan take on Korea. And Japan taking on Sweden. Boknov there, trying to get the puck. Toktarbayev, the foot race and Matsushita, passing it back. Intercepted, but Boknov nearly got a piece of it. Icing is called off, and Bazmanov will come out to just cover it. 2 minutes remaining in the period. But before Korea face Kazakhstan tomorrow, they face Norway later on tonight. Again, Korea and Norway, they have both recorded 2 regulation wins, both on 6 points. Both unbeaten, but one of these teams will record their first loss. Ito here with a shot. Oh, off the bar there. Toktarbayev. Passing it to Boknov. Shormanov enters the zone. Dumping it along the boards. Krytbayev, though, not able to get the puck and handing it to the Japanese. Morisaki chasing after Shormanov. Bazmanov, the Kazakh goalie, just coming out a little bit too much. Ito looking for someone. Just completely stopped for a while and decided to skate on his own. Under pressure from Toktarbayev, he passes it. Backsalton putting it behind the net. Final minute here. Toktarbayev. Kazakhstan will be in their reserves of their energy supply. But mind you, so will Japan. They've put so much into this game, trying to tire out the Kazakh team. Bondarenko now with the puck in the Japanese zone, but shut down. Yukai along the boards. Time ticks down. 15 seconds remaining. Ito doesn't pick up the puck. Pass to Boknov. Can Boknov do something here? Again, Morisaki putting the pressure down. Ishikawa as well. Boknov. Bexholton also just can't get a shot off as the game ends. Wow, what a few final seconds that was. Kazakhstan would have been gutted not to score there. But final score, Japan 4, Kazakhstan 0. Great performance by both of these teams. Japan showing again why they are such a storied team in this sport. They've got such a long running pedigree now. Wataru Hori, number 19, their goalkeeper, superb performance by him. But Bazmanov also with saves of his own, really impressive. There's no action tomorrow. We'll see the teams back on Sunday. I might have said tomorrow earlier, I'm not sure, but I apologise. It is Sunday, we'll see action. All teams have the day off tomorrow. Some of them opt into practice. The best players now for Kazakhstan. It is number 21, Ados Toktarbayev. And how often was I saying his name during that game? Great performance. Again, I always must think it must be bittersweet to receive best player for a game you've been shut out in, but great performance by Tokhtarbayev there. I just can't help but think how Kazakhstan would be if they had a few more players on their team, a few more numbers. But best player for Japan, the winning team, number 8, Yudai Ishikawa. Performance put in by him as well. Japan now with 2 wins in the win column. It'll be interesting to see how this tournament develops now. Currently we've seen all regulation games, but will we see any games go to overtime? It's mixing up the points a little bit. We're going to now take a short break for the national anthem of Japan, the winning team. Here, the Japan national anthem there. Japan with 2 wins, like I said. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this tournament develops. They've upset the number 1 seed. Can they continue to upset the other teams they are yet to face? Like I said, tomorrow there's a rest day of optional practice for teams. I'm not sure who is practicing, but I'm excited to get back here on Sunday to watch the action unfold. But we have one more game today, and that